for being who I truly am than who I'm pretending to be. Because in reality, 15% of people are just not gonna like you. You know what? That's not my problem.
Why does everyone keep hating on Tamera Mowry-Housley? And honestly, they've been at it for a long time. Like, what did she ever do? She's not out here causing drama, she's not messy, and yet people are constantly judging her. Is it because she's married to a white guy? Because she's Christian? Or maybe because she's not chasing clout 24/7 like some people are? Honestly, I think it's all of the above. But here's the thing, Tamera's life is actually so inspirational and there are so many lessons that we can learn from her. So we really need to talk about it. Welcome to the Velvet Lens, your hub for ambition, influence, luxury, and learning how to live life on your own terms. In the last video, we talked about how Meghan Markle networked her way into a dream life and how the strategies she used could work for you as well. But for this video, I chose to talk about someone who inspires me deeply, Tamera Mowry-Housley. After doing a deep dive into her life, I realized that this woman is a master at protecting her peace, securing her happiness, and building a life that truly works for her. And honestly, there's so much we can learn from her. So let's dig right in, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We all know Tia and Tamera, right? Sister was literally everyone's childhood. But if you look at their lives now, they couldn't be more different. Tia recently got divorced and she's all about finding herself and she's embracing a more modern, sometimes controversial lifestyle. And hey, that's her journey and good for her. But on the other hand, you've got Tamera. She's married to Adam Housley, they've got 2 adorable kids, and she's living this somewhat quiet, happy life in Napa Valley. She's literally out here running wineries and traveling the world with her family. But instead of celebrating her, people keep dragging her. Why? Because she's not flashy? Because she's conservative? Because she's not chasing drama? Make it make sense. Listen, Tamera is my girl, so I'm always gonna defend her. People are constantly trying to drag her, even her own sister and friends. Tamera has always been the butt of the joke, especially because she's all about her husband, her kids, and living her conservative, family-centered life. And let's not even get started on the awful judgment she's faced from marrying Adam. In this day and age, it's beyond absurd to bring this up. It makes my skin crawl. This shouldn't even be a topic of discussion anymore. Even her twin sister Tia has had moments that make you raise an eyebrow. If you've seen their reality show, you probably remember Tia being condescending towards Tamera. Let's talk about the time Tia announced her divorce. The same day Tamera released her memoir. I just hope Tamera was in on the timing because otherwise that was such a shady and insensitive move. And it doesn't stop there. When Tamera was on The Real, she faced constant teasing from her co-hosts. If you've read her memoir, you should sit down for this. You know how miserable she was during that time. She struggled with anxiety, panic attacks, especially on Sundays before returning to work on Mondays. Imagine being in such a tough place emotionally and also being the butt of the joke. Yet through it all, Tamera persevered. She left The Real, struck a deal with Hallmark, and focused on acting and staying close to her family. And guess what? People still judged her. It's like no matter what she does, people still treat her badly. But somehow, she remains graceful and puts her peace, happiness, and family first. And that's what makes her so inspiring. She is now focusing on the family business, which is the winery, as well as a coffee place. I think it's called Barnhouse Napa.
Next year, all our troubles will be outside.
And Chloe.
Next year,
as well as picking up new hobbies and constantly progressing and adding new skills and trying new things in life, whether that be learning how to play the violin or even traveling to new places and discovering new cultures and learning about new cultures and new foods with her family. I have also heard that they are building their dream home and that the kids are quite excited about the process as well. So, Tam Tam is not out there chasing clicks or stirring the pot, and honestly, I think that bothers people more than they realize. We live in a world that glorifies drama, and Tamera's life does not fit that mold. She's happy, she's stable, and for some reason, people can't handle it. Here's what we can learn from Tamera. First of all, happiness over hype. Tamera chose a life that makes her happy, not a life that makes headlines. You don't have to be the loudest or most dramatic person in the room to live a fulfilling life. You also have to ignore the noise. People will judge no matter what you do. One of the most important things I want to talk about in this video is to pick the right partner. Now, let's be honest. Choosing the right partner makes all the difference. Tamera married someone who supports her, respects her, and builds a life with her. That's the real relationship goal that everyone who wants to be in a relationship should have. Someone who you truly click with and are interested in. The last thing I want to talk about is something I talk about with my friends, and that is to find your peaks. Now you might be wondering, what does that even mean? And I'm going to explain it. You don't have to be at the top of the mountain all the time to live a fulfilling life. And Tamera is the perfect example for this. Life isn't about constantly chasing the next big thing or always being in the spotlight. It's about finding moments of joy and, most importantly, of purpose that fit into the life you've built. Tamera is not overworking herself or sacrificing her family life to chase constant success. Instead, she's prioritizing her happiness and creating a steady, secure foundation while still adding those moments of excitement that make life feel special. And for that reason, I think to me, her life and her career feel more steady and consistent than her sisters and other peers. So, what do you think? Is Tamera's life as boring as people say? Or is she actually living the dream? Personally, I think she's cracked the code for happiness, and we could all take a page out of her book. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm genuinely curious to see where you stand.